Hi everyone, my name is Christina Soontornvat and I am the author of The TRYOUT, which is illustrated by Joanna Cacao. This is a new graphic novel memoir, which means it is a story about my own life. So this is me. So this is the true story of when I was in 7th grade and I tried out for the cheerleading squad. So in my school in 7th grade, if you wanted to be a cheerleader, you had to try out in front of all of the kids in your entire grade. They would all go to the gym and sit on the bleachers, and then you and one other person, your partner, would go into the center of the gym and perform a cheer while they were all watching you. And then they would all go back to their classrooms and vote on who should make the squad. So it was super terrifying, but there's also, like so many funny moments in the tryout, and this is about friendships and navigating all of the changing social dynamics of middle school and family, and it was a lot of fun to write. I think the biggest thing I tried to do in the tryout was to think about how brave all of us were when we were trying out for cheerleader, and just really honor that. I think a lot of grown-ups, they kind of take it for granted that things should be easy, like auditioning for a play or trying out for a sports team, or even just getting up in front of class to read something that you wrote. All of those things take so much bravery. And that's just really sort of what I wanted to address in the tryout. So this is Teach Graphics Week, and we are really encouraging kids to put themselves in the frame. So my challenge for you is, if you love graphic novels, to write a scene or write and draw a scene that really showcases a time that you were brave or you put yourself out there. So the great thing about graphic novels is that you can convey so much with the pictures that the words cannot do on their own. So for example, there are scenes right before the girls in my school are about to try out for cheerleader where you can tell that everyone is so nervous. So you can see the look of nervousness on the girls' faces without them even saying a single word about it. So in writing, we call this show, don't tell. So that means instead of saying, I'm really nervous, I don't know if I could do this, you just show what the character is feeling. So my challenge for you is to think about that moment when you were brave. It could have been, when you jumped off a really high diving board, or maybe you told a friend how you were feeling and you were nervous what they were going to say, or you went on a trip to somewhere new, then you were scared about what it was going to be like. Anything in your life, I know you have been brave. And start writing out your scene, and then think about places where you can take all the words away and convey that feeling of being scared, anxious, nervous, nauseous, wanting to run away, wanting to hide, wanting to freak out and scream, anything like that. How could you convey that in an image instead of words? And then if you like to draw, you could also draw that moment. Or if you have a friend who likes to draw, I know a lot of kids team up together and make comics and make books together. So you could give it to a friend and they could draw that image as well. So I don't draw. I give all of my words to Joanna, and Joanna makes the pictures. So go for it. I know you have amazing, amazing stories. And let me just tell you, those moments where we feel our most vulnerable, our most anxious, our most terrified, like trying out for cheerleader, those are moments that make wonderful, wonderful stories. So if you have some of those, I hope that you write them. And I hope to read your stories soon. Thanks so much. Bye.